everybody. How's everybody doing today? Good. Mallory?
Okay.
Jesse?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good. Now if everyone could pick one thing they wanted to share about their day, it can be good, it can be bad, it can be different. What's one thing that you would like to share with the group about your day?
I'm thinking, can we go to one of them first?
Yeah, definitely. Is there anyone who would like to go first?
I woke up this morning and I set my alarm for a certain time to attend a certain class that a certain person should attend. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to. I hit snooze like 100 times. And then a few hours later, I got up for this class. And I just wanted to melt into my bed and sleep forever.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Jesse?
I went on a bike ride this morning. It was very pretty outside.
I went for a bike ride this afternoon and I almost ran into that bridge part.
I told you not to.
Thank you, Jesse.
You're welcome.
Nate?
Nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk a bit more about that?
Sure. Yeah. So I went to McMillan Adult Day Services earlier and was playing like songs for an hour with them and everything. And a lot of the songs were songs I hadn't played in a really long time. So I was like, I forgot how much I love the song and things like that. Yeah.
Well, good. So, sounds like everyone's in a pretty good place. I'm hearing a little bit of tired, possibly. Yeah. All right. So we're going to do an improvisation today. There's lots of instruments in the room. Feel free to pick any instrument that you are drawn to. Okay? And go pick an instrument whenever you're ready. Okay, so with the stories you told in mind, or maybe another story that you didn't talk about, I want you to play how your day has been, or play what you want your day to be, play something that happened, but just think about where you're at today, what's happened, and try to make that come out in the music, okay? So how did that feel to think about an experience or your entire day rather than just playing how you're feeling?
It changed more than if if I just put how I was feeling, it would have been the same way. But I changed it depending on certain aspects of my day.
Okay. Do you want to expand more on that?
Well, at the end, I was like, it's because I was running late, and I took 4 minutes to get over here, and I was like, up the stairs and stuff. When in the morning, I was like,
Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead and your thoughts.
I'm not sure what this happens intentionally, but it's fascinating if there's even one tonal instrument in the entire group, you follow that one. Like, it doesn't matter.
I felt like Jesse was picking out therapists. I felt like I had 3 therapists around me. I was like, oh God.
Because we're like, we're all in a place now.
I can feel you watching me and reflecting and drumming. I'm so uncomfortable.
But, in all seriousness, I think, Kelly, that I like how you gave the directions of let it come out in the music. I love the way you phrased that, because I think, like, for non-musicians, that would have been, like, a great way of understanding. Otherwise, like, I don't know how to play my day, but the way you explained it was really nice.
I'm assuming because my memory is saying that you said to play like throughout your day. Is that what you said? I can't remember.
You could play throughout your day. You could play a specific experience.
Okay.
I gave a few parameters in case.
I like that because I think if you had just said like let's start by playing where we're at, and it would have been. I don't know if it would have moved at all. And then there was like this point in the middle where I was like, hey, I remember this happened. I would change or flip that, and it's like, oh, and I felt like after we had been going for a while, that's when I was like, well, I was really running up the stairs, so I'm going to do this, you know. So it's like it changed a lot because of what you said. That was good, I thought.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so I like how you went from how we are doing to how our day was, because that made it made me actually think, okay, why am I actually fantastic today? And like it gave me insight to what my day was, and then actually letting us play throughout our day, that was really, really cool. I haven't even thought about that, but it just gives it another perspective, I guess.
It's a nice president snap against it.
I don't know how I'm going to do that. It's like, once it happens, I can't do it again.
Did you have any thoughts?
I feel like my probe ended up being 2 probes put in one and didn't end up making as much sense as it should
I
have.
was sitting here with the shoes.
I saw your face.
And she went. Well, like,
And I'm like that.
my facial
Well,
expression.
even before your face I'm like, I know what I'm trying to say and it's not coming out right.
I feel like you're behind where you can see me, because that happens a lot where some of you go. It's like, we'll look at you and be like, what's it gonna do? It makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, I thought, how's everyone doing today? But I like the part about what is one thing you'd like to share about your day.
Yeah.
That's a really great way to check in, because it doesn't put pressure on them to say specifically what to share. They can choose.
Yeah.
Well, I ate bananas.
Exactly.
You
And
know,
that's
it could
why-
be something that,
Yeah, I said it could be positive, it could be negative, it can be anything about your day.
Yeah,
So.
so I like that. And then the fact that everybody shared, someone might say, no, I don't want to. You can choose to move on or you can choose to press, depending on the situation and context of it. And then you're using would you like to say more about that? You're using that very, very well. Don't overuse it.
Yeah.
Try and think of another way to expand or ask for more.
Okay.
But it's fine to use that. Let's see. Oh, but thank you for sharing. I mean, that works well. And sometimes you might be like, well, I had to. Like kind of the group, we have to. They tell us we have to. Whatever, depending on context, but that's fine to say. What else was it? Oh, you had a nice demeanor, and in fact, you've come a long way, Kelly, in terms of the clinical skills days where you looked off to the side a lot. Actually, Jessica too. You both had issues. But every once in a while, you kind of you look, and then you kind of look away a little bit faster than other people might. So I know it's still there, that tendency to want to just go look away. But so I want to give you that props that it's much better.
Okay.
But every once in a while, I feel like I can't look at you too long because you get too uncomfortable.
Okay.
And sometimes, by the way, when I'm observing, I'm taking it a lot, so sometimes if I do zone out, I'm not just like
Yeah.
watching you like that. I know it must feel that way. So that's not my intention. Or sometimes I'm trying to figure out like musically what's happening, what you're doing, and things like that. I'm not like, look how her hands are on that drum. She's not hitting that right. That drum's particularly tough to get a lot of sounds.
Yeah, I
I was
realized that
playing it
was.
today, and I just don't think it's great.
Yeah.
So, but she took the good djembe.
Yeah.
We need a little bit better. We need to toke that.
I like the toka a lot.
Toke would be nice.
But I also, they picked some
Yeah.
lighter instruments and I didn't want to overpower.
Right. Well, now we have control anyway because she had the tone.
Yeah. You started off so quiet, I'm like, is she playing?
I know we did
But
was like,
I liked what you did, that little rumble thing. That was really neat. That's like a tremolo on the keyboard where it's just a waiting period. So she was doing this cool thing percussion-wise that we go, yeah, she was waiting. And it was like, we'll just do this and see what's going to happen. So it's cool because she wasn't dictating the tempo. She wasn't dictating what was going to happen, who was going to take the lead. She just had this undercurrent of like, what's going to happen? And I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to do this. And then things started happening. You had such a cool groove at one point. And
Yeah.
okay. I think you even crossed your arms. And then they kind of
it's like,
but
I know, I felt it was like,
But this is a great example of group dynamics and group roles, right? She had control. She was uncomfortable with it because everyone was staring at her. But she used it.
yeah.
She used it. She was like,
In
okay.
the beginning, I actually didn't even mean that. I was just like playing with it while you were talking, and then I was like, "Why is everybody staring at me?" And immediately in his ear and over, and I was like, "I'm making sound."
Yes, and what is it?
Oh,